Yeah, buddy, that was at the movies with their cover of "We Don't Need Another Hero." Apparently, we can't play that anymore because welcome back, YouTube. We're back. They interrupted our whole ass fucking stream.
Did they really?
Yep. So I had to restart it. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that one right there. But at the movies, we don't need another hero. That is a cool ass fucking band. They do a lot of covers, but that is a cool ass fucking band. Welcome back to Nonsensical Nonsense. Oh, welcome back YouTube. Hopefully you guys pop back in here. Anywho, Jeff's in the building. Connor had to run. He had to go cook dinner and all that jazz.
It's called DoorDash, Connor. Disappointed.
Well, he has a family, and he actually takes care of his family. He doesn't just hide in the bathroom 24/7. So.
Oh, you're talking to me.
I mean, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it must be a goose.
That's right.
Welcome back to
a bear with no ass.
Yeah, or that. A bear with Hank Hill ass. We got Jeff in the building. I'm Glick. If you're not already, go ahead and check out them socials. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Join us live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays on YouTube, 7 p.m.ish. And check out all the replays of the show on various platforms.
It's at an official time, 7-ish.
Anyways, we'll get to that. Check us out everywhere. Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. Give us a follow. Give us a listen. Give us a share if you'd be so kind. We greatly appreciate them shares. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, liquidiv.com, blendjet.com, w.gg for all your drink needs. Liquid IV is going to hydrate you. W's going to energize you. And BlendJet, they're going to blend up all that goodness. And you can use all three together.
I was just thinking the same thing.
You can get your Debbie, you can get your fruits and your veggies and or your margarita mixes. You throw it all in the BlendJet too. You hit that goddamn button, and it's a smorgasbord of awesomeness brought to you by Nonsensical Nonsense. You're welcome. And if you're a podcaster, don't forget to check out Zencaster. Words are hard, promo code across the board. Easy, simple. You know it's our motto. You can't forget it. And we're going to save you money with that promo code. And you'll thank us later. Again. Anywho.
Jeffrey. I was thinking about that today. The words are hard thing. The words are hard thing. We use it as promo code. It was literally because we were mumbling and stumbling over our words, and we thought it was funny to say words are hard. Now, it's
become our catchphrase for the show.
It's kind of
it's
cool.
Yeah, like you got comedians out there that have like Larry the Cable Guy, get her done, Foxworthy, I'd be a redneck if the hair's your sign. Bill, what's his name? Bill
Engvall.
Yeah, Bill Engvall, not Bill Paxton or Bill Goldberg, but Bill Engvall. Wrestlers, that's what they're known for. Wrestlers all have catchphrases. John Cena, you can't see me. Stone Cold, and that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
But see, I'm pretty sure that their catchphrases they actually thought about. Where we were just kind of like it was.
Well, that's the genius. That's the genius of what we do here. Literally off the cuff. Wait, we're
not scripted. Yeah.
Well, we all know you can't read. Well, I can't write backwards to help you read better. So,
hey, dyslexia is a real fucking thing. So,
I know it is. I'm just saying, like, I haven't mastered the art of writing backwards for you, so can't script that way. I destroy the English language on a daily basis. So, could you imagine me trying to write something? I can barely speak it, let alone write it.
I actually had to write a document for work today. That took me like 3 hours.
You used ChatGPT or whatever the hell it was.
Oh, I didn't. No, it's because it's a complicated thing. It's our new products. I had to come up with a pitch for all the people we just hired.
You can't help yourself.
And I'm the only one that pitches it so far. So my boss is like, "Can you create something?" I was like, "I guess." So I created a bullet point pitch.
You need words text to words or words to text or whatever the fuck it's called.
I have, But on this, I was literally copying and pasting off of our website.
Speaking of work meetings,
you missed one, didn't you?
I thought so. I might have forgotten about it.
Yeah, shit, that happens.
I've been busy with. I've had some contractors and stuff like that, some things like that going on. So I wouldn't have been able to make. It's just kind of popped into my head.
Wait till you get into a meeting that could have been an email. You're just like, really?
Dude, you act like I've never been involved in that situation before.
Oh my God! I swear to God, some of the meetings I've been
to every company I've worked for up until now. Like when I worked at OSU this last time before I started working where I'm at now, every fucking morning we had to come in and sit there for a half hour, 45 minutes. And halftime, I'm sitting there and the shit doesn't even pertain to me. We're going over everybody's work orders, what they have to do in their building, what's going on. I'm like, man, I could be napping.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, no, I don't have shit in my buildings. Oh, why? Because I take care of my buildings. I do my edge stuff before they put work orders in. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And I got to sit here every fucking morning for this goofy ass meeting when you could literally just send me a text or an email and say, hey, Glick, we got this for your building. But no, I got to sit here. Other companies I've worked for, we do like monthly meetings. And I'm like,
my new thing is to do this. I set something right here. And then tilt my head back. I'm still here. I just left my drink in front of my camera. My bad. I got called out for it the other day, and I was like, "Well, what?" I'm listening.
Just do this.
Yeah. Well, my camera.
My camera's
my
malfunctioning.
Camera is a push button, so I can literally just lock it down and be like, "Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my camera today. It's on." Oh, there it is. I fixed it, because if I actually turn off the camera, it shows the little icon. But I can literally just it's a double click button, so it snaps down. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my camera. It's on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's all fucked up.
And nobody at work listens to my podcast, so I don't have to worry about it.
Until now.
yeah. I'll get an email about it tomorrow, or there'll be a whole meeting about
it.
The whole camera thing, we're not required to have our camera on for those meetings, but I always put it on so I'm never accused of not paying attention, because it forces me to pay attention.
Yeah, well.
But everybody can tell when I smoke because my camera goes off for 3 minutes. I a little I'm like, yeah.
Yep. So it must
comes back on.
Yep.
Because I got in trouble for that, so I'm not allowed to smoke at work or on camera at work.
So just gotta vape, man.
Oh no, that same concept. And I have to be in a collared shirt. I can't wear, when I show up to these meetings and stuff, I show up in a tie. I keep a tie right here.
I'm surprised. I think if I was in those meetings with you, I would call you out for the fact that you wear the same tie every meeting.
No, I have 4 of them sitting up there on my printer.
Bro.
It's funny though. I'm wearing sweatpants.
Well, yeah. I mean,
you can only see from here up, so I'm in a tie.
When COVID was like the thing, and everybody was working from home, I have friends that were working from home, or whatever you want to call them, internet friends, acquaintance, whatever, and they and their jobs went remote, and they had to be on Zoom and shit like that, 90% of the day or whatever, and they were like, like to be in sweatpants and shorts or in their boxers and just have a polo or something on above it, and then they and half of them were drinking all day long. They were putting wine in their coffee cups, or it's just like, yeah, that'd be nice. But I have to get up every morning at 4 o'clock, and then I spend my day on the road, and which
the only problem,
because I liked my job when COVID hit, and I really liked my job. They just fucked me, but but shit, I'm on the road all day long. I'm driving. I'm doing something that I love to do. Driving. I'm by myself. Right. I just throw fucking I had Bluetooth in my truck, so
iTunes that shit and call it a day.
Yeah, Bluetooth my phone up to it, so I'm listening to, 102.5 The Bone from time I leave until 2 o'clock, and then from 2 o'clock on, I'm listening to the podcast that I like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm just behind the wheel,
Well,
as Eddie Rabbit said, man, I'm driving my life away.
the one problem about my job is, like, I have people that I've been working with for 2 years, have no fucking clue what they look like. I can walk by them in the street and not know them. It's such a weird thing, because like you, we're used to being in, where you go into the office, you see somebody every day, you have your work bestie or whatever, and one of the things I've realized that it's probably a good thing I don't get to go to the office, because I'd probably get fired.
Well, I mean, like,
there's always that person you want to punch in the face.
Yeah, like my immediate office, because we're not, our main office is like downtown, and we're not downtown. So, I know the guys that I work with. I know my bosses or whatever, and I know our office admins. I don't see them all the time. I very rarely see them, to be honest with you. But and then obviously all my tenants and stuff, I know all of them, because
you see them all the time.
I make it a point to go and be an actual person, not just a name. So I at least try to go see them a couple times a week and chit chat with them and hang out. Hey, how's everything going? Good. Oh, okay, everything's good in the office. Nothing going on. Don't need anything. Nope. How's everything going? How's work? Like. In one of the buildings, there's a doctor's office in there, and all the girls up there know me, and was getting ready to go on vacation, and I was working on something, and I said, look, I don't know if I'm going to get it taken care of before I go on vacation, but if not, I'll be back, and be my first thing I do. And they knew, like, oh, where are you going, blah blah blah. So when I came back from vacation that Monday, I go in there and they're all, oh, how was vacation? How'd everything go? And da da da. And I was like, well, I got engaged, and it's an office full of women. And then they're like, oh my God.
They lost their fucking mind.
Right? Yeah. Oh my God. How did you do it? What did she say? I'm like, well, obviously she said yes.
Like, I'm still alive, so she said yes.
Yeah. They're like, oh, we're so happy for you. That's awesome. Blah blah blah. So like, the tenants know me, and they know who I am, but. As far as like guys I work with, I might see them every once in a while.
Yeah, but like I've been working with the same guy for 2 years, and yesterday was the first time I've seen him on camera. He is 6'9", 300 pounds, and wears a cowboy hat so big that it didn't fit in his camera. And I was like, did not see that coming. It was kind of a shock.
I don't know what. Mine has just. Oh no, it's on the dresser.
No. Like when you wear a cowboy hat, it fits you. I swear to God, he like it. How you do the old 10-gallon hat? It's more like a 50-gallon hat. It's just
that's like my straw hat that's up there is a little bit bigger than my white hat.
But that dude calls me.
As soon as I can, I'm ordering me 2 more new ones.
Yeah, I heard you.
I found a Miller Lite one, and then on the same website that had Miller Lite cowboy hats, because I have the Budweiser one up there. You've seen the Budweiser one. I've worn it. It's made out of old Budweiser boxes and stuff like that, recycled. But I found a company online, and they had Miller Lite ones, and I was like, oh, I gotta get a Miller Lite one. And then I was just scrolling through their website.
They got like you can. I saw on TikTok the other day this guy bought a deer that you put it together, and it's literally it's like you it's kind of like a kit that you put together, but it's pre-cut boxes of Miller Lite and and stuff like that. So the deer, it's a deer head that you mount on your wall, but it's made out of Budweiser.
Bush has that. Bush lattes.
Yeah,
because they got a fish and they got a deer, and
I was like, that's kind of cool if it wasn't Bush.
Fuck Bush latte. Fucking disgusting rot gut beer.
Yeah,
the assholes that drink it don't even like it. You just drink it because it's fucking trendy. But no, that company, not only did they make the beer hats, but I discovered they made collegiate hats, and they have a Michigan one. And I told Nikki, I'm ordering both of these, and she's like, "Of course you are."
What do they cost?
I can't remember. I think it's like $20, 25 bucks. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'll spend $50 on them, and I'll wear my Michigan hat during the football season on Saturdays. Mm-hmm. I'll wear the Miller Lite hat just as a goof. Like I'll wear it on the podcast and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'll wear it on TikTok Live. If I make TikToks, I'll wear it because that's literally all I drink now is Miller Lite. I don't. I said, Miller Lite. If you're listening or you hear this, why are you not hollering at your boy?
By the way,
we kicked the sexy younger guy off the show. We're tired of him. We ran out of handicap spots on the show.
There's only room for so many idiots.
He said he had to go cook dinner for you.
What the hell? So wait, so he's not cooking? Oh, I'm back in the doghouse again.
Not cooking dinner. Yeah. Connor, you got some explaining to do.
He's looking up those Madonna pictures, boy.
yeah, he is.
He's like, Madonna in the 80s. Damn, she was hot. She was hot back then.
Maybe he's looking at Jeff's favorite porn site.
Yeah, hey. He asked me for a link, too, so, maybe. Oh, back to the whole working remotely, the problem is like, the problem I have anyways is I wear these headphones all day long. Because I can't wear Bluetooth, the earbuds and stuff like that, because after like an hour, your fucking ears start to hurt. And my phone rings all day long. So my ears, at the end of the day, if I could take them off and ring them out, I could.
Oh, I love my Bluetooth here, but he's watching. He's on hankass.com.
Yeah, he is. He's comparing it to the bear.
Yeah, he is a superstar, and I asked him Monday night, when we were doing the show, if he would like to be on here more permanently, and become like a permanent fixture of the show, because at the end of the day, I don't know what's going to happen with Tony. Jeff, I mean, I know you're going to still be around, but I don't know what's going to happen to you when you go to France. So, I'm starting to look at other options.
I was actually talking about this,
guys, but I think Connor would be a great fourth seat.
Right.
And we talked about getting Cam more comfortable on a mic and behind the camera, because, I will say, and it's not, I mean, it's kind of a dig and it's not really a dig, but I got to shout out Connor and Cam, because besides me, especially Cam, they've done a lot of work behind the scenes. Like, like I said, I don't know how to say it without it sounding like a complete absolute dig, because it's not meant to be, but it's the truth. I mean, a quarter of what Cam has done, and even Connor, would put you and Tony to shame.
Well, that's not that hard either.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I'm talking like behind the scenes work. Cam has done a hell of a job sharing the Facebook page and helping me grow the Facebook page and stuff like that. And Connor, he'll shout out the show, he'll post the show, he'll and he said even after once he gets actually everything settled and all the paperwork filed and signed, sealed, delivered type deal, he'll start posting more stuff on his social media. He's just got to be careful, which I understand. But no, so it's like, I don't know what's going to happen down the road, but
well, I was actually talking about this the other day with the wife. She says, "What about the podcast we moved to France? You realize that you're gonna start the show at 2 o'clock in the morning." I said, "Yeah, but I don't have to be work till 4 p.m. So Thursdays I just sleep in. Saturdays, Sundays I sleep in anyway. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle at first because time change and jet lag and all that fun stuff. But
yeah,
it is
no,
what it is.
but like I said, I've kind of redirected my motivation is, this is still our podcast. We still like to have fun. We still like to come on here and shoot the shit and everything like that. But as I told you guys behind the scenes, there's a lot more business work going on. And as I said, a friend of mine ordered some stuff off Liquid ID or IV and just made a quick post and put in save 20% using words are hard. It's not that hard to make a post and shout out our sponsors on social media.
I'm mildly afraid to actually put anything on TikTok because it's obviously the only place I post, but I am going to put it up on my Facebook. Not that
I've done it. I've done it, and that's why I said you guys can duet it. Just duet it because
I think I
you
might do.
gotta go through a whole ordeal
because it's sponsored.
With a couple things that I'm working on. By the way, and again, something that's so easy to do. And I know you're on Facebook. Why are you not following the Facebook page? We have an actual Facebook page, not a group page, but an actual Facebook page.
I thought I was following it.
I had to create a business page.
Oh, that's why.
Yes. So it's like, how like you have your personal page? It's like that.
Well, I have the group.
Yeah, no. This is a Facebook page.
Oh, well, see, that's good to know.
I invited it. No, because, on the backside of it, I'm trying to treat this more like a business. And then I had to have more of a business mind of, all right, you and Tony are the guys on the show.
I honestly, I see the events. Let me find the page.
Tony had made a side comment, I think it was Saturday night, about, well, you're making money, we're not. I said, well, right now I'm recouping the money that I put into the show for the last 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Nonsensical Nonsense podcast. You should have got an invite. The profile picture is our Dudley picture.
Let me check my invite.
I had to create that this weekend. So,
okay, remember?
Parker's absolutely amazing on the show. He always has been. And with everything that's going on with him, that's, I put that out there. I was like, if you got the time, if you're able to, if you want to, talk to your wife about it, discuss it. I would love to have him on here, even as a fourth seat.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have fun. He's going to take it serious. And then Cam and I were talking, and I told him, I said, I don't know what's going to happen with Jeff when he goes to France. I don't know. I don't think Tony's going anywhere anytime soon, but unfortunately right now he's doing swing shifts. So for the next couple months on Mondays, I'm going to be by myself unless I have backup. So I think Cam's going to come on the show Monday and Wednesday. I think I'm going to start the guests that we can book for Mondays. I'm going to book on Mondays.
Right.
And then kind of go from there. Maybe get in my guy Dizzy and see what's the possibility of him coming in and filling in for Tony on Mondays and stuff like that. But, I'm trying to look more that we have all these opportunities ahead of us. And that's why I get you guys, and I kind of get like frustrated because it's just like things are happening now. And it's not just turning your cameras on and talking to the mic anymore.
Yeah. I'm not finding that fucking page. Send me another invite. I can't find the invite either. Page. Oh, wait. No, I just found it.
Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho.
Wait, how do I follow it? It says watch now.
hit the like or follow or whatever.
It's got a little plus button.
You can like and follow it, I believe. Oh. Anywho.
I can block it. There it is.
Block.
Oh, our merch store is on there. Our Zencaster's on there. That's kind of cool.
Everything is on there. Our bio link is on there.
Yeah, I know. I just copied the bio link. I can post it.
That's gonna be the other thing. That's gonna be the other thing with the sponsors. I'm actually gonna get some actual merch.
Right.
And I'm gonna have it in the house. I'm gonna buy it in bulk. I'm gonna have it in the house. That way, if somebody wants something and they order it, the next day I can ship it. And it's not a you order it and then I got to go to the person who's going to make it or whatever, and then you get it in 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully, you'll get it in a couple of days.
Nice.
But I want to get some shirts made. I've got a few ideas for shirts. I really want to do that new logo that I made that's up there in the corner.
I do like that. I saw that.
I want to put that on a shirt, and I love that because I did the original one and it was just Nonsensical Nonsense, and then I added the little extra in the eyes. Try that in a small town, and then on the nose, fuck around and find out.
Saw that.
Love to put that on a fucking shirt.
I'm actually gonna play with that. See if I can't get some smoke coming out of the mouth or the eye or something. Like I did this.
Yeah, just leave it as is. Sometimes less is more. But I want to have shirts laying around that I can be like, all right, somebody placed an order, and either I can run it up to the post office, or Nikki can run it up if she goes to work later, if she's off or something. So shit gets sent out, or hats, or stickers, or whatever. I just got to find somebody locally that can do it, and that will work with me and work out some kind of. Although I have gotten quite a few requests for the Glick Show logo on a shirt. It's just a bearded dude with his hair pulled back. Mine is right now. It's like a skull.
This one.
And yeah, that one right there. Yeah, I've gotten quite a few requests that put that on a shirt. I want one. I'm like, that's like my side project. That's not even Nonsensical Nonsense.
Right?
But it's a badass logo.
It is kind of cool looking.
I'm gonna get it on a cup. I told Nikki, I said I need to get a Nonsensical Nonsense cup, and I need to get an updated Glick Show cup. So I'm gonna put it on like one of those.
I think you guys were getting a cricket.
We're gonna put that on a back burner for.
I was gonna say with wedding and shit. That's stuff.
Well, we just don't have room for it right now. So when the lease is up here, we're actually not re-signing the lease here. So we're either gonna try to we're still gonna rent at least for another year or two.
Well, the hardest part about buying a house is that fucking down payment.
You're an idiot, Connor. Connor said the person commenting, he just texted me. He said the person commenting is not my wife.
Yeah.
Well, I still mean what I said, regardless. But so what we are looking at houses. We either want to try to get a house where the kids go to school at. That's going to depend on if I can count on their mom this school year, because it's really expensive where they go to school at. Because I can get 3 times the house here in town where I live at now for like
half the price.
Yeah, like $600, $700, $800 cheaper. Like I found a really nice house to rent just right up the road from where we are right now. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, full basement, 2.5 car garage, big ass fucking fenced in backyard. In a little like subdivision type deal, and it was literally like $600 cheaper a month than a house smaller than what I have now.
Over by her.
Cool. So
not to kind of put your business out there, what do you pay for rent? I've paid rent in like 4 years, so I don't
know. Like 11 something, 11.25. It's not terrible.
Because one of the things we're looking at.
But on the flip side, when I lived in Charleston, I had a big ass house. I had a big ass 3-story house, and I paid $1,200 a month for it.
Well, see that's the issue.
I got lucky. I got lucky because that same house in our subdevelopment. Obviously, how subdivisions go. You got like literally 3 floor plans or whatever. They're all the same. Mm-hmm. But for what I had, there was other places the exact same setup and style were going for anywhere from 18 to 22 a month. I was paying 12, and I was actually getting ready to buy that place until I had to come back home to Ohio. But
well, see, because that's the issue I'm running into. We looked at getting like an Airbnb for a couple of months in France till we found a place, but it might be just cheaper just to rent something.
Well, if you can find something to rent, I don't know how it works in other countries, but if you could buy something to rent where you can do month to month instead of signing a 12-month lease.
Right, which is that's the beauty of doing the Airbnb.
Well,
Airbnb is like 3 times as expensive to rent.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I mean, if you're in an Airbnb, then you're looking at literally. I mean, you're whatever you take, the stuff that you take with you outside of clothes, put that into fucking storage because you're not going to need TVs and your furniture.
Well, yeah, but we're not taking that stuff because it'll cost a fucking fortune to get it there.
Just put it on a boat.
Yeah, and then let the TVs rot from the fucking deep salt water. But like the beauty of like doing an Airbnb is
what you guys are going to take.
Everything is there. That's the beauty of doing it because our plan is the only electronics we're taking are laptops and maybe the PlayStation.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, like, if you have family pictures or, other things. Like I said, outside of clothes, other things that you're going to want to take that you might not necessarily need in an Airbnb, or or you're only going to half-ass unpack if you're in a house for 3 or 4 months. You know what I mean?
Right. So, we were talking about this the other day, and it's like we're taking a bag of clothes each and the laptops. All our pictures are either on a computer or on a cloud somewhere.
Yeah.
The only physical thing we need to take with us is the kids' birth certificates, our marriage certificate, all that stuff. Yeah. That's it. Because the climate, it would be like moving back to Ohio. It's the same, you got winter, you got summer and all that shit. So we basically have to redo the entire wardrobe for everybody anyways. So we'll take some jeans and some t-shirts and stuff like that. And I think I own one fucking sweater that I never fucking wear. And more than one. I'll tell you right back. Yeah, and it's like it sounds stupid. And even to say it out loud sounds stupid. You watch a movie where somebody looks so fucking badass in an overcoat, and you're like, I'd like to have an overcoat like that, but it's too fucking hot here. It's 300 fucking degrees. If I put that on, I'm gonna die from heat exhaustion. So that's something I'm kind of actually looking forward to. Of course, with buying the bike, one of the things that my wife found when she was in France last time, there's a motorcycle supply store. It's 3 stories of everything you would ever need and want, and I'm just basically going to spend all my money there because as a returning to rider status, I haven't ridden since the 90s, so I need all the protective gear and all that shit.
Yeah, exactly. No, I fucking hate moving.
I do too. But the beauty of this move is it's like going on vacation, but just staying.
Well, and that's what I told Nikki. I said, like I like this place, but with Nikki moving in and everything like that, we just outgrew it real fast. Yep. But at the same time, I don't like this place because the office staff is sketchy as fuck. They do some of the shadiest goddamn shit, and I've already told them twice. And so they don't really fuck with me too much, but I've already told them twice. Look, y'all know better, first and foremost. Mm-hmm. Second of all, I'm not your average run-of-the-mill tenant where you can get away with doing dumbass shit. Because I know
this game way too long.
Yeah, I know the ins and outs, and I know the rules. So stop fucking around, or you're gonna find out when I take your entire fucking company down.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'll either own this bitch or somebody's gonna be writing a big fat fucking check. So I don't like that, and I don't like having my neighbors right on, like
right on top of you.
Well, like my old place, I mean, we were all in one building. There was four apartments in a building, but everybody was cool. You know what I mean? Everybody around here is just, like you try to say hi to them and shit like that. I'm a friendly guy. Like, my neighbors. Yeah, my old neighbors, like I knew all of them. And the two women that lived below me were both single moms, and they were there. One lady was there before I moved in, and then the other lady, she moved in like right around the same time as I did. Now, right directly beside me, I had 4 different neighbors in the 3 or 4 years that I was there. But I got to know every one of them. The ladies below me, they knew they could come up and ask me for anything. If they needed help with something, if they needed something, what? Here I try to say hi to my neighbors, and it's just like, they get this little attitude about themselves, and I don't like that shit, man. I don't.
I have the same problem. I think that's one of the and I know it's kind of a cliche. We're moving to France to get away from that shit because the French aren't necessarily known for being the nicest people.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the price of properties, I can buy a house where my closest neighbor is like 3 miles.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I told Nikki. We've talked about renting a house for a couple of years or whatever. And I told her, I said, one thing I'm kind of somewhat looking forward to if we can rent a house in a subdivision, because like getting to know my neighbors, getting to know our neighbors, and like having cookouts and watching.
When we first moved in here, my first thought was this place will be awesome when we have a block party.
Yeah,
like where everybody shows up, bring your own food, and everybody brings a dish, and we all just fucking. Hasn't happened fucking once in 3 years.
Almost like I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but the opportunity is there where we can get to know our neighbors and hang out with them and like trick or treat. Even
1 or 2 cool ones would be fun.
Yeah, exactly. We hang out, watch football together, whatever. But I told her, I said, I want to stay there, and then I hate moving. So when we move from there, I want this next move after this one to be in where we buy a house, and we can look for an old farmhouse, or we can look for a house in another neighborhood, whatever. I'm not opposed to living in the neighborhood. As much as I wish I was still in the country, I've gotten accustomed to the conveniences of being where I'm at right now. Like literally,
I am.
Like everything is less than 5 minutes from me. I've got Walmart.
The only issue I think I'm gonna have.
Yeah, like I've got Walmart, Kroger's, Aldi for grocery shopping, less than 5 minutes from my house. We've got fast food and restaurants for days all around us. Less than 5 minutes away. Everything I need is right here. So it's like, do I want to be in the city? And this isn't really as much as Newark has grown.
It's more it's more of a nitpick kind of thing. It's kind of
Well,
like
as much as Nurk has grown and as big as quote unquote as big as Nurk has gotten, it still has a small town feel. Like it still reminds me of when I was 16. Yeah, it's grown, it's gotten bigger. You know, it's expanded, but the mentality is still here. It's still a small town.
right.
So it's like, all right, I could stay here and I could find a place in town. But if we happen to get lucky and we looking to buy and we can get outside of town and have 5 or 10 acres, it doesn't necessarily have to be a farm or a few acres.
Yeah,
Cool.
I, I'm
Buy
I'd be
and
happy with 2 acres.
I
Enough
would, I
room
would
where
be like, yeah, I would ultimately be happy with like 5 acres because I could still build a studio,
yeah,
out of the house, or if I build it in the house, I could do it down in the basement or something like that, and just build out a studio where I could go down and not be interrupted, not worry about interrupting anybody else, and anything like that. Hell, I could go buy me a goddamn shed kit from Home Depot and throw that bitch up,
hey,
in the
I've
back.
actually looked at them. I've
Yeah.
looked at them for here, but
Mhm.
and then and it was like what 2 weeks ago. I was at home. We were at Home Depot, and I was like, "Look, this would be perfect. We put it in the side yard. It fits. It's the right measurement." She's like, "We're moving to France, dumbass." Like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I mean, because I hate fucking moving, and
Oh,
and then it's like, well, if we buy a house in Ohio, what do we do when Cash gets out of school and he graduates and he moves out? I don't know, resell or a rental property.
yeah. Hey, that's what. Uh, one of the things about Mexicans living abroad. In order to actually get the long-term visa, they have to have a property in their name.
Yeah,
So this house will never sell. What we're doing is we're basically going to put her mom in it because her
yeah,
mom rents, and now she won't have to, and she'll be able to, keep up the maintenance, and we don't have to worry about all the stuff that's in the house. They can obviously use it. It's not like it's complicated shit. And uh, the one thing I've noticed, just by Facebook Marketplace, on Facebook Marketplace, you can change your location. Shit is cheap in France, dude. Like used shit. Like I found some really fucking nice cars and motorcycles for like because if you unlike here if somebody sells something, they basically want what they paid for it, even
yeah.
if it's like 20 years old. There, they're like, I just wanted the fuck out of my house.
Hmm.
And I'm like, really? You're selling a fucking Datsun for $20? Just get it out of my driveway. I'm on my way.
Well, yeah, you run into that here in the States. A lot of people are like, yeah, I bought this car
But
30 years ago. Yeah, it still runs. Yeah, it's a good car. Give me $500.
what I'm looking forward to is one thing you don't find here: the antiques. I mean, France is old as fuck, dude. I'll be able to find
The
like
antiques in Mexico are the what you would see here as an antique in the States is brand new down there because you live in a third world country.
exactly. No. I'm just saying, that the old stuff that you find that's like 400 years old, and you get it
Oh,
for a song and dance because they're just like it just collects dust. I want to hang it on my fucking wall because it's 400 fucking years old. That's cool.
you're
You
gonna get
know
a bunch of ghosts in your house.
what's that?
You're gonna get a bunch of ghosts in your house.
I don't fucking care.
You're gonna get a bunch of ghosts that rape you in your butthole.
Well, at least I'll
Grape
have
your.
a friend.
They're gonna grape your
I'll have a
butthole
I'll have a friend. That's all that matters.
like in a scary movie.
But it's like there's
You're gonna be asleep
and
one night and you're gonna wake up to what the hell?
come back.
You
Fucking
didn't
Tori Spelling.
finish.
She took that scene 3 times around the dance floor, man. That cracked me up.
You didn't finish. Come back.
She's wearing she's wearing the underwear that say Wednesday on it. He looks at
Yeah.
the calendar, it's Friday, and he's like, "What the hell?" Shit cracks me up.
Wasn't that fucking bull from Night Court too?
I think it was because
Yeah,
you never actually see his face. It's a ghostly figure, it's smoke and stuff. But the funniest part of that movie is the shout out to Firestone when the ghost and the guy in the wheelchair play chicken.
the tire.
And his fucking tire blows, and as it slowly goes by the camera, and it says Firestone on it. And like people here see that movie, and they're like, I don't get it. I'm like, oh no,
Was that the first scary movie or the second scary movie?
It was the first one.
No, it was a scary movie too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Scary Movie 1 started out with
Richard
Sam
Bull.
Anderson.
Richard
really?
Bull. Yeah, it was. It was Bull from Night Court. Yeah, man.
Speaking of Night Court, have you seen the remake?
Don't like it.
It's not great. It's not great, but it's cute.
It's not even.
They also remade. They did How I Met Your Father. Oh, it's a big piece.
Yeah, it's How I Met Your Mother. Yeah, How I Met Your Father. Yeah, I don't.
It's a giant piece of shit. Like I started to watch it, and I was just like, oof, oof. Like they didn't even make it through halfway through season 1, and they had Robin show up. I mean, that's a season 3 thing,
Well, I mean,
like, yeah, we're not going to make it that long.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like you do a remake like that, you almost have to have the OG
right,
cast.
But 100%, I agree. But if the show can't carry itself,
that was the cool thing about like Fuller House on Netflix. You had all the nostalgic characters were still there, and I don't know. I think they were trying to cash in way too early on the success of How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I agree. But it's like if you watch that Last Man Standing, it's with they did a tribute to Home Improvement where Jill shows up, but it's not actually Jill, but she's giving hints that her husband blew up her stove or dishwasher or whatnot, and they've had characters show up, but they waited until like the 4th season or 5th season.
Yeah, because I mean that was, no disrespect towards Tim Allen, but Last Man Standing was kind of a modern remake of Home Improvement. Other than the fact that he had 3 daughters and he owned a hunting and camping supply store instead of a fix it type dude, but he was still
he wasn't grunting all the time,
Yeah,
but it's basically the same fucking show.
Yeah,
and as somebody that's literally rewatching all of Home Improvement on Disney right now, I'm on season like 4 because I love the show. I love Tim Allen, but watching shows from the 90s, you can't get more than like 10 episodes, and you're like, yeah, I'm done for the day.
Well, and that's where I got to give respect because one of my favorite shows when we were younger was Boy Meets World. I loved Boy Meets World. That was my show. I mean, I've rewatched that as an adult multiple times. Actually, just maybe less than a year ago, I went through and rewatched Boy Meets World, and I got to give props to the way Disney did Girl Meets World with Corey and Topanga married and their daughter. And it's
all about it's a continuation.
Yeah, it was
not a remake, it's a continuation.
A lot of cameos from those OG characters from the original show, but they were playing, Corey's older brother and Mr. Feeney and their like they had
Mr. Feeney dropped some knowledge on us as kids, man.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and Corey's older brother with the Feeney call. They were
exactly.
Well, what the hell is his brother's name on that show? I can't remember. I think it was like last year or something like that. They were at like a Comic Con or something, some like con convention, and one of the fans asked him if he would do the Feeney call, and Mr. Feeney was there. You know, he's like 100 years old at this point.
I go say Feeney's old as fuck.
And he was like, the guy that played Corey's older brother was like, "What do you think? I'm just gonna do the Feeney call on demand, like I'm past that, you know. Like he started playing it off as being a dick, and then he just went into it, all the different Feeney calls, and
Nice.
and the actor who played Mr. Feeney was dying, like he was rolling hearing him do these fucking Mr. Feeney, Feeney,
You
doing all
need a Beanster.
the Feeney calls, and the fans went nuts. So like they went ape shit.
Oh yeah. Well, it didn't hurt that. Well, like my show back in the day was the Wonder Years.
Oh yeah, I mean I liked Wonder Years too, but Boy Meets World was
see, I didn't get into Boy Meets World until I was older because I only had 3 channels. So the Wonder Years was the only regular thing I had.
Yeah.
And those shows, shows today can't hold a candle to those shows.
Well, no, I mean that's like back in the day, and even before we had cable, we had TGIF, and you had Full House and Family Matters, and all those shows that were on Friday nights that we looked forward to on like ABC and stuff like that. But it was just one of those things that Boy Meets World was, for me, it was one of those shows that I could really relate to, and it really hit home to me, especially with like Sean. I related the most to Sean with his family dynamic, and not that my family was as bad as his, but he came from a broken home. He was kind of an outcast, and I really related to Sean, Corey's best friend.
Right.
And I had that friend growing up at that same time, or I had that friend at that same time who, like Corey, came from the perfect house, the perfect family, the perfect mom and dad who,
they're at every fucking game, and you scrape your knees up there.
Seeing how close, my friend at the time, and him and I were, and they treated me like part of the family. So, that was like one of those relatable things. And then, I had a teacher who literally saved my ass and changed my life. It was kind of like my Mr. Feeney, you know what I mean? Even several years after we got out of high school, I would still be in contact with him from time to time. So it was just one of those shows that really resonated and really hit close to home for me. And that's why it was, in the back of my head, it's always there. And even as a almost 42-year-old adult, I can still watch Boy Meets World and enjoy every single episode of Boy Meets World.
Oh yeah, I literally was watching it. I got through like 4 seasons before I stopped watching it, just because I was like, okay, it's getting repetitive. But every once in a while, I'll just throw on right where I left off.
Yeah.
Because the only problem with binging those shows, like Kevin and I sat down. They have Alf on HBO, and
supposedly they've got a reboot coming out.
Oh no shit! Well, the real thing's going to be coming out anytime.
Well, isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Like our society, we have been obsessed with aliens for years, for decades, and now our government has finally come out and said aliens are real. They are among us. They have been among us. We have used their technology. Blah blah blah. And ain't nobody giving it a second fucking thought. Like
everybody's just like, yeah, okay.
It's like, whoa, hold up. Y'all been obsessing for decades. I mean,
well, okay, but here's the thing, and this is why I think it's not such a big deal. Right now, most people can barely afford to eat every day because the economy is so shit.
I think there's
so
more.
Like, yeah, that's great. We got aliens. Can we get a better paycheck, or
I think that's a little over exaggerated and a little overplayed. I think people are.
I think it is.
But it's just one of those things where it's like, ever since before the Roswell incident, which was in the 50s,
mm-hmm.
been obsessed with aliens and UFOs, and now they're saying, yeah, they're real. Yeah, they're here. Yeah, they've been here. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pull the curtain back, like in Oz when Dorothy and them ripped the curtain down on the all great and powerful Oz, and it was just some little dude.
Everybody's like, yeah, that's great.
And like hold up, people. Like, our government's literally saying there's aliens.
Well, the funny thing is like Tanya said the other day. She says, "Did you see this stuff? The aliens are real, and I'm kind of worried about it." And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Well, they're real." I said, "Yeah, they've been real since the fucking 50s when they crash landed here.
Yeah,
they ain't done shit yet. What are they gonna do? Overthrow the government? Do they need any help? Because I'm ready. You boys need some help. I got you.
I mean, at this point, you have a bunch of senile, 70-plus-year-old
morons.
Fucking people that can barely wipe their ass, let alone. And then you have this new generation coming up, like this fucking. Actually, don't even get me started. Never mind. Anyways, aliens. I'm gonna go on a tirade.
Yeah, I know you're right. It's like you have degenerates running the government, then you got all these woke fuckers coming up. You know what? Aliens kind of sound nice right now. I'm just saying. Maybe they keep it 100, or I don't know.
I'm gonna take the aliens because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure the aliens have a mindset of only the strong will survive. Hashtag Darwinism, hashtag Glick for President 2028, hashtag warning labels no more.
You know what? I think that's actually the solution to save humanity. Remove all warning labels.
I'm gonna run for president in 2028 and win. And there's gonna be pictures of me and my alien friends chilling on the lawn of the White House, barbecuing and drinking beer.
They're like, well, it can't get any worse. I mean, really?
Yeah, have an alien on the show going, "Hey, words are hard." Yeah, beer me, Glick. Like, hey, Glick, hold my beer. Watch this. I taught him well, Jeffrey. Just so you know.
This is Bob, our alien.
This is my alien friend. His alien name is Bing Bong. We call him Bubba.
We just call him Bob. He's got a cowboy hat and overalls. He's trying to blend in.
Like, watch this. Hold this.
He's like, hold this. What is this? Why is it fizzing? It's my drink from back home. Okay, got it. Don't drink it. You'll die. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let me take a sip.
It's delicious, Bubba.
It's awesome. That one little sip is going to fuck you up for like 3 days.
That's all right.
More. Let's find out.
It didn't kill you? I put a lot worse in my body.
It's like the alcohol that Thor and Captain America are drinking at that party. It's like, this is not for mere mortals.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of like,
we are.
What was that? Thor Ragnarok, when Doctor Strange like kidnapped him and Loki. Doctor Strange gave him a tea, and Thor was like, "What?" And then it was like a big beer mug, and
it kept filling up.
Hold my beer.
I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to be showing up on Disney here in a minute.
It is on Disney as of tonight.
Is it? Okay. I think I might have to watch that again. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Did you see it yet?
Might try to watch it with Cash tomorrow.
Get your tissues.
Yeah, no, I know I try to wait till I try to watch these movies with him, and then he fucking watches them with
without yeah.
Yeah, like he watches them without me. He watches them with with his mom's fiance or whatever. And I'm like, dude, like this has always been our thing, man.
Yeah, Kevin and I was sitting in the bedroom and Violent Night was on HBO and I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking watch that. Kevin came in and he's like, you're fucking watching this without me? Mm-hmm. I was like, well, fucking sit down. It just started.
Like
I wanted to make sure it was okay for him to watch.
Yeah,
but, I mean, like, Beverly D'Angelo fucking killed it in the movie, man. She's a badass.
Yeah. It was a great movie. No, that's just like always mine and Cash's thing is watching superhero movies and and these different movies together, and it's just like, damn, dude, like I was waiting to watch the new Spider-Man movie with him, and he was like, oh yeah, Jimmy and I already watched it, and I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah, shit, like a month ago.
Kick me in the dick while you're at it, Jesus,
dude. I mean, Jimmy's not the one out here spending money at Walmart buying you all the new fucking Spider-Man multiverse toys. I am.
All right.
But yeah, it is what it is. It's one of those things.
Yeah, they grow out of that shit. Oh, well, it's about that time, sir. I'm already sweating my ass off. I gotta jump in the shower.
It is beyond that time. Well, we're not too far over. We'll go ahead and drop this last ad for the night. Pay them bills, if you will. This one goes out to our fellow podcasters. Anybody out there, whether you're new to the podcast game or you've been in the podcast game for a hot minute, and you're struggling for distribution or growing or even if you want to monetize, check out our friends over at Zencastr. We did it, and I'll tell you what, it's created a lot. It's created a lot more work for me. Not my lazy ass co-host. I did call them lazy this time and not lame. But it's worth it, and it's been awesome. Check out Zencastr.com.
What's going on, everybody? Are you thinking about starting a podcast? Or maybe you already have a podcast and you're looking for a platform that makes everything nice and easy and has all you need in one spot. Well, you're in luck. Do like we did here at Nonsensical Nonsense and join Zencastr. It's so easy. It's now super easy to record a podcast with Zencastr. Log in using your browser and start recording a high-quality podcast right away. Record studio-quality sound and up to 4K video with your guest. Feel a sense of zen knowing Zencastr's multi-layer backups ensure you always have your recordings in the highest quality, even if the connection is unstable. And sound your best. Have you ever worried what you sound like? Zencastr's post-production process makes you sound buttery smooth. It automatically removes those ums and ahs in your recording. It removes those awkward pauses in conversation too. Set the right podcast loudness and levels while reducing background noise with a click of a button. If you have ever thought about podcasting before and realized that you need a lot of different tools and services, those days are over. With Zencastr's all-in-one podcasting platform, you can create your podcast all in one place and distribute it to Spotify, Apple, and other major destinations. It's super easy. We did it in Nonsensical Nonsense, and we are loving it. I'm so happy with it. We're growing, and that's the name of the game at the end of the day. Now, if you want to be like us and do like we did, then go ahead and head over to Zencastr.com/pricing and use my code WordsAreHard, and you'll get 30% off your first month of any Zencastr paid plan. I want you to have the same easy experiences I do for all my podcasting and content needs. It's time to share your story.
You heard that man with the beautiful voice? The host of the podcast? Do what he says. Wrap the show up with a little Black Top Mojo, if you will. Go ahead and check out the guys on all social media, whenever you stream music at Blacktop Mojo. Check out them tour dates because they are on tour and they might be coming to a town near you. Enjoy.
any place or any time. Mind-blowing lips, narcotic hips. Oh, I finally see the eightfold path, enlightenment, the stairway of dreams. Anywhere you wanna go, anywhere the wind blows, always high and never low. In the middle of the sunshine, lost in the starlight, any place or any time. Anywhere you wanna go, anywhere the wind blows, always high and never low. In the middle of the sunshine, lost in the starlight, any place or any time.
Yeah, buddy, that's how you wrap a show up with a little blacktop mojo in your ear holes. Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and let this video play out. Appreciate y'all listening. Appreciate y'all hanging out as always. Make sure you guys are following us on all them social medias. Joining us live. Come in and hang out in the chatters box. We love hanging out with you guys. We love chatting with you guys. Don't be shy if you're watching us. Greatly appreciated as always. Hit us with a follow. Hit us with a share. Make sure you turn the notifications on. We'll be back Saturday night with a brand new episode. Jeff will be here. Maybe Tony will be here. Maybe Jeff will be here. Maybe Tony will be here.
I'll be here.
I don't know.
Now that my internet's fixed.
The only thing that's for sure in life is if it's a live episode of Nonsensical Nonsense, I'll be here.
That's not true.
Also, well, I'll give you guys fair warning if I'm not going to be here. These assholes just won't show up.
Hey. Saturday was not my fault.
Sound like excuses, Jeffrey.
Well, excuses are like assholes. Mine smell like roses.
Excuses are like assholes, and yours is worn out. or as we say in the country, wallered out.
Wallered out, yeah.
That asshole's wallered out, baby. Jeffrey, before we leave,
Go ahead. I caught myself because you kept talking.
Nice. You saved yourself from the premature ejaculation. Look at you.
I'm learning.
Yeah, see
I'm thinking about baseball.
I was watching the freight train, just like I'm on the track and I'm watching the freight train about to hit me, and then you just
that emergency brake's awesome.
Yeah. As I was saying, Jeffrey, what do you want to tell the people? Final words.
Deuces.
If Tony was here, he would say, "Mother had you, mother made you, and mother fuck you." If the big dog himself was here, he would say, Peace out. A-Town down. As for Connor, bend me over and load me up. I don't really know what that means. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but that's what he says. Bend me over and fill me up.
Here's a quarter. Call somebody.
Scratch that. Scratch everything I just said. If Connor gave you closing words, here's a quarter. Call someone who cares.
That's right.
Good. Oh. And with that being said, be good or be good at it. And remember, WWNND.
That's right.
Jeff's thinking about it, and he will be thinking about it until Saturday, and he will come back on the show and go, fucking hell, that hit me at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, nonsensical nonsense, do. I got it.
Goodbye, motherfucker.
Hit the button. Need a shower. Feel dirty.
Hit the button.